Good morning, everyone. What, actually, is it afternoon now?
It is. You got 10 minutes till midday, so.
Good morning. Right. Matt's here. Say hey. Wow, this table is full of stuff. But yeah, good morning. It's nearly midday now, and Matt and I have been filming all morning. I'm gonna insert my workout that we just filmed here. We did a pull session. We trained together today, and it was a really good session. Matt ran it.
I enjoyed it.
It was a good one. And I just meant to go to the squash club, and Matt was gonna film me training, and then I got there and the machines are like super old school there, and you need this like coin to go in the slot to make the lights turn on, and during the day you don't have access to the machine basically, so you have to remember to get loads of coins in advance, and Annie forgot to do it today, which is really annoying. So we've come back and I'm gonna make us lunch. So breakfast then, definitely not ramen for I'm gonna make us the ramen bowls I often make. They're in my 3 vegetarian high protein recipes workout video. I will link it down below because people ask, even though I always say that I do link it, but this at the moment is like a go-to meal for me just because it packs in loads of stuff. Like, it's got really good carbs in, it's got lots of micronutrients, things like that. And I'm gonna be using all the stuff in my odd box. Oh. So we're gonna use this. How do you feel about this?
I love vegetables.
This is like a cabbagey thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna use a little bit of this in it because cabbage is actually really good in it. Some spring onions.
It's like a box of health.
And it really is. A pepper between us. So how small is that?
Yeah, that's cute.
It's a rescued one. And I think that's probably it because we don't want to put too much in it because otherwise it will be too full. Anyway, so I'm gonna make us that now. I probably won't show you how I make it because I've done that loads of times before, but I will insert the clips of, oh, I hope I wasn't covering the microphone then. Anyway, I'm gonna insert the clips from the workout now, so I hope you enjoy it. Right, so Matthew. Does anyone call you Matthew?
Yeah.
Is that your real name? Yeah.
My mother, my brother,
and my...
A few only girls.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't. I call you Matt. Anyway, how did you find the session?
That was actually good.
Matt kind of ran the session. He chose the exercises today.
Yeah, it was a good little back session.
We're a bit limited at that gym though, aren't we?
Yeah,
because they don't have a lat pull down.
We made do with what we had.
Yeah, we did.
It was good, so...
Right, here we go.
Thank you very much.
Doing well with the chopping. That looks great.
Oh, your video now.
Yeah. Matt also suggested that I get these, which are the corn crispy nuggets, which he says, did you say you prefer them to normal?
That's a big statement, because I do love them.
Now you're saying it on YouTube.
I think if you get a bit of ketchup with them or a good sauce, they are just as good.
That's what I'm going to do.
I could happily like swap them.
Could do like a ketchup and mayo combo.
Yeah.
But I'm quite excited, and they're actually, for veggie stuff, they're quite high in protein and lowish in calories, which is good for something that's usually like a fast food vibe thing. So maybe we'll have those at the weekend. But I'm going to be having prawns in mine. Matt's going to have chicken, little chicken pieces in his, and then, oh, I also bought these to try. Veggie meatballs, so I will let you guys know actually if they're any good, so you can all get your hands on them as well. But I was thinking they'd be quite good in like a spaghetti dish or something with tomatoey sauce. Here we have it, ramen bowls. So Matt has the chicken in. Yes, focus. I just nearly really messed up though and forgot to put the garlic and ginger and chilli in, so we've actually got this chilli here. Not that this is an interesting story for anyone, but Matt can listen to this at the same time. So Hayley made these chili, they're not flakes, are they?
No,
these preserved chilies, because my dad had those chilies in the garden and he didn't know what to do with them, so Hayley made these and gave them to me, and they are absolutely fabulous.
Hayley, you're a star.
Yeah, she's such a star. Right, green juice to polish off lunch with. How's it?
It's really refreshing. I feel healthier already.
Me too. Do you know what's in it?
Kale.
No.
Spinach.
Yeah, spinach.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Turmeric.
No. Are you just naming like anything?
Yeah, anything healthy.
Chicken.
Celery.
Yeah.
So celery, ginger, spinach. Is that it? Is there one more?
Apple.
Okay.
That's the main thing. It's sweet, isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah.
And carrots. Anyway, that's the last time I'm making you a green juice. Oh, I'm so happy.
Face down, yeah, thank you.
I feel like I've not been here for so long, but it has actually been quite a while.
Yeah, December, maybe end of November. I haven't really looked, but probably about then. So yeah, probably good like 6 to 8 weeks.
Right, so today I planned to share my tips for how I'm going to stay on track in 2020 with you, and I thought there's no more appropriate time to film this than a time when I'm actually feeling really prepared. There are two things that I wanted to go through. One is really new for me and one I kind of do all the time, especially over on my Instagram page. And the first one I'm going to share with you is prepping your food. So I'm actually not one for meal prep. I don't do it that often. I do have a whole video on meal prep ideas, which I'll link in the description, or I'll put like a little card up to it. But yeah, basically I'm not usually one for meal prep just because I work at home and live at home, which most people do. Because I work from home, I don't tend to find that I need to do a lot of meal prep. But what I do is I'll often make double the portion size so that I can have the rest for lunch the next day, because often I'm quite busy. Sometimes I'm on the go. Like today it's 3:09 and I have just got back from a meeting and I haven't had lunch. So what I've done is heated up what I made the other day. So I think that was a piece of garlic or something flying about. I had made tuna steak and I'd made 4 pieces and a load of roast new potatoes, which were from my odd box. I think I've shown you my odd box in this video actually. I can't remember. I think I filmed the intro of it yesterday. Anyway, they were from my odd box, and then some spinach as well. This is really great because I have a call at 3:30 today and I would really struggle to have time to make lunch. As you can see, it's already really late, and I think it just really helps me stay just healthy on the go. If you go to work every day and you just find yourself sort of getting a sandwich from Pret or whatever you do, it also saves you money. But I just find this helps me stay on track massively. So prep your food in advance, just make double at once. It's not that much harder. It probably takes you like an extra 10 minutes, if that, and it's just great to be able to heat it up the next day. As I said, I have done actually 2 different videos. Yeah, I think about 2 different videos on healthy recipes and things like that, like actual whole dedicated videos to meal prep ideas and high protein vegetarian and pescatarian options. So I will link that for you. Then the other thing I'm going to say quickly before my food gets cold is to-do list. Now, my auntie got me this. Shout out to my auntie Tori if you're watching, because I know she watches quite a lot of my social media stuff. But she actually got me this, I think last Christmas, and it's like a little bee. It says list pad and sticky notes, and it's been fabulous through 2020. So as you can see, I have made, I don't know if I want to show you what's on them actually, just in case. As you can see, I've made 2 different to-do lists on here, and they have just been absolutely great. I usually do them in notes on my phone, and I've tried not to do that because I find I don't tick them off usually and things like that, and this kind of holds me a bit more accountable. Like I've actually been ticking things off, and I feel like I've been much better at getting through all the small things I needed to do. And as you all know, if you're really organized with your general life, it's easier to organize being healthy in your life. So this is really great because you've got your little to-do lists. You've got your little sticky notes here, and things like forgetting your gym bag. I used to do that all the time when I was interning, and that was always be my excuse not to go to the gym. So you can just write, don't forget gym bag, and just stick it on your door or on your front door, or whatever you want to do. But I just find generally, if you're organized in everything in your life, it's much easier to plan time that you want to exercise. So those are 2 key organization tips for you. I am gonna eat the rest of this, have my call, and then I'll get back to you on the rest. Right guys, today is the 7th of February. I can't believe how quickly this year has gone so far, and I'm sorry for not having continued filming this after I had my phone call, but it ended up being a lot longer than I thought, and then it was really dark outside, and I think I had an away squash match or something, and I just didn't end up filming the rest of my tips. But I wanted to continue with the video and get back to it because I do think that I've got some things to share, which, if anything, sometimes it can be like February when you need to hear them. It's really easy to set yourself goals, I think, at the start of January when you're feeling super motivated, and then fall off track by the end of January, and then you kind of like those goals out the window. But it's February now, and I wanted to share some things that I think that help. So those first 2 tips are 100% things that I really swear by now anyway. And actually I can show you that this is my to-do list for the day, and it's the 7th of February, and I've done one every single day in this book, and I've ticked it off pretty much every single day. I've also got the little notes written down here, so that's actually something that I've been sticking to since I've done the video, and it's been really good for me. Much better than when I write down the to-do list in the notes on my phone, but that's completely just personal preference. So the next thing that I wanted to go through with you is not feeling so guilty about everything. I hear the word guilt come around way too often, and actually I also used to feel guilty all the time about not staying on track. It's really easy when you've had a few days of eating very well or exercising consistently to have one day where you don't, and you get that awful guilt feeling. And what I would tend to do personally is, if I then didn't go to the gym or I ate loads of chocolate or something in the evening, I'd then see that as like, it like sabotaged my whole week. So I'd be like, oh my god, well what's the point now? I've like messed it up, I'm not on a good routine. Don't be so hard on yourself. If you have one day where you don't eat as well, or you don't exercise, or you go out drinking or something like that, just get back on it the day after. It's absolutely fine to have a day off. And I think a big reason why I used to fail at reaching my goals was because I was so focused on it being sort of like a continuous stream of success and achievement the whole way along. And the minute I'd fall slightly off that path, I'd be like, well, what's the point now? So just be realistic with yourself. Life is going to get in the way. I've had a really good week in terms of eating and exercise, but I have a friend's birthday tomorrow, and I'm not going to go and not enjoy myself, because that would set me completely off track. But yeah, there's no reason to feel guilty if you mess up. Like, life is life, and you're not always going to be able to be 100% all of the time. So the next thing that I want to talk about is kind of specifically around like a fat loss goal, which I know a lot of people that follow my channel have. A lot of people that message me on Instagram will have questions about fat loss and things like that. And what I would say is just to stop treating your goal like it's a diet and like it's going to be a short-term thing, and try and make changes that are going to impact your whole lifestyle, that you can form into habits and then create a healthy lifestyle. You don't want the steps that you're putting into place to last for a month or 2 months or something. You want them to be things that are actually going to really help you throughout your life and create a really good balance. That's what's really going to help you long term at the end of the day. Diets are so difficult to maintain. I have tried to do diets in the past, and they're just really not a long-term solution to anything. You need to be creating those healthy habits that you're going to be able to stick to. So next thing that I want to talk about is something that I personally have really struggled with, and I kind of feel like if I've struggled with it in the past, some of you guys probably need to hear it as well. And that is around exercise and the type of exercise that we are doing. So if you go on Instagram, YouTube, wherever you find your like exercise information, it's really easy to see a pattern, like to see how people are training, to see like the workout split that they're doing, or the exact cardio that they're doing in the gym. And I think no one really speaks about the fact that moving your body is just a positive thing anyway. There's no right and wrong way to exercise, obviously, as long as you're using the right technique and being safe about it. I play squash, and that's like an incredible form of cardio that I just don't get when I go to the gym. But I don't see squash played that often on social media, for example. There's nothing to say that you need to be following the exact same workout routine or habits as someone that you follow on social media. So that includes me. So I put out workouts on my Instagram page that I really enjoy doing, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to enjoy doing it. You may be a huge yoga fan, or you might like wakeboarding or whatever. They're all great forms of exercise. It's not really important to fall into an exercise category. I used to feel like if I didn't do my 2 sets of a push-pull leg split, so I do push-pull legs, and have 1 rest day a week, then I wasn't fitness. And I honestly believe that that kind of stopped me from hitting my goals in a way, whereas now I have a much more relaxed approach to it. So I generally stick to a push-pull leg split, but I might have a squash match, in which case I probably am not going to train legs that day at all. But I might then wait 2 days to train legs. Maybe I'll only have 2 sessions a week, or maybe I'll go to the gym and I'll do a little bit of time on the cross trainer and do some core exercises. Moving your body in any way is a positive thing, and there's not a right way to be losing fat or burning calories or whatever in the gym. Obviously some ways are going to be more effective, but you need to stick to things that you actually really enjoy doing, because they're the things that you're going to be able to turn into a habit. So for example, I post quite a lot of HIIT exercises on my page. I quite like high intensity things to add into my workouts, but you may absolutely hate that, and that doesn't mean that what I am doing is also the right thing for you to do. You may think, actually, I'm pretty fine with just doing weightlifting. I might do 2 extra exercises than Annie in my session, and that's absolutely fine as well, as long as you're staying healthy, of course. I hope that last point makes sense, but I've just been doing a lot of thinking over the past few months, and I think it's mainly because I've kind of brought squash into my life in quite a big way again, and it sort of altered my whole workout routine. But also, even amongst my friends, like my housemate Florence is training to do at the London Marathon this year, which is absolutely amazing. I've got another friend that's a really keen runner. Also, a lot of my friends in London are really keen on ClassPass, so you pay a certain amount each month and you get credits, and you can sign up to all different types of gym classes. So they might be doing Pilates one day, a HIIT class the next day, and like a rowing base class the day after. You can do yoga on there, all sorts of different types of exercise. And I just think it's amazing to be able to move your body in lots of different ways, and you really don't need to be fitting into a specific type of like exercise category. So anyway, I'm gonna leave the video here, but I hope those tips have been a little bit helpful for you all, and I'm really sorry about the delay on filming this part of the video as well, but I will try and get better at it. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you in my next video.